wonderful sprites. I am Sylla Aria, or you might know me as Hayden Davio. I am the voice of Trivi, Trien, and Treden in Honkai Star Rail. I can't believe I get to say that now. That's insane. I'm so fucking excited. Whee! I can't. I'm so hype and I'm so excited to be here. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. So, I thought it would be fun to go back through and react to a lot of the Amphoreus promotional material and all the stuff leading up to the release of Amphoreus. Now that it's out and we could talk about ish, I thought it would be really fun to react to a bunch of stuff with y'all. So, we are going to be reacting today to Visit Amphoreus, a place even the Eon of the Trailblaze hasn't set foot in. So I saw a lot of people getting excited about, like, the woman who's, like, hosting this. They're like, oh, she's back! I'm gonna be so real with you. I have not watched any of the programming or special programs prior to Amphoreus. All the Amphoreus release stuff I've been keeping up with, for obvious reasons. So I am just excited to be here, and I'm excited to see what this is, because just based on the special program, this looked like a lot of fun. So let's get into it. Hopefully I turned on my captions. I love that Amphoreus is an infinity symbol. 3 paths, okay. Very curious what the third is. I love that. We're 18 seconds in and I'm already pausing. I really love that they've seeded the Garden of Recollection throughout Honkai. And now we're really kind of getting into the weeds of it, and it's like, I find it so interesting that you can only view it through the mirror in the Garden of Recollection. I keep calling it the Garden of Remembrance, and I know that's wrong, so if I say that during this video, I'm sorry. I'm trying to stop. I'm trying to be better, but I probably will F it up. Also, as of the time of this recording, I have just finished Penacony. I am just about to start 2.4. I'm probably gonna go back and do a bunch of character stories on the Cienjo and a bunch of the stuff that I've missed. Because my goal was to finish Penacony before Amphoreus, and we did it. So I'll likely be going through all of those live on stream, and of course the VODs and clips will be uploaded on this channel. But okay, back to the video, because I could yap forever. Oh, okay, so we're talking to like the devs and stuff.
红法罗斯这个名字来源于希腊的
Amphoreus, the two-handled jar,
著名
yes.
的潘多拉魔盒其实不是盒，就是一种
Yeah, it was an amphora. Yeah, which is like one of those, like the two-handled jars that you see. If you've seen the movie Hercules, you've seen him. Amphoreus could be a container brimming with suffering, fear, and calamities from the mortal realm.
当然不至于如此悲观了，不过
Oh?
这个世界确实面临着一些危机。
The fact that he's like, it's not quite that bleak. I'm like, what you mean?
末日迫在眉睫，
Apocalypse drawing near.
世界，可是即便如此，
Okay.
人们依然拥有希望，在预言当中。 中流淌着黄金血的英雄将寻得火种，完成再创世的伟业。我们的开拓者也会随黄金。
Okay.
黄金血的英雄将寻得火种，完成再创世的伟业。
Complete the work of Aria Nova. Okay. I'm not familiar with that. Fuck yeah.
我们的开拓者也会随黄金一起踏上这段旅途。
所谓黄金翼，就是体内流淌着黄金的英雄，对吗？
Here's blood of gold.
是的，金色的神血象征他们不凡。怎么了吗？
没什么，只是突然有了一个致富的好思路。
What the fuck? I had a really good idea of how to make money. Girl, what you mean? Girl, what you mean?
老婆饼配料里没有谁的老婆，黄金一血脉中流淌的
Well,
也不是真的
Christ,
黄金。
Oh my
但预言中
god,
末日降临却是
Bro
温斯在劫难逃的宿命。创世的泰坦陷入癫狂，象征死亡的黑潮入侵。死亡的最终期限像一堵墙，步步紧靠，压得所有人感到愈发烦躁。据我所知，最接近这个描述的概念叫 DDL。
It's called deadlines.
在翁法罗斯的制
Wait, did it not?
描述的概念叫
Oh yeah, it all
DDL
runs out.
感到愈发烦躁。死亡的最终期限
Okay
像一堵墙，步步紧靠，压得所有人感到愈发烦躁。据我所知，最接近这个描述的概念叫
That
DDL。
moves. That is the fastest fucking hourglass I've ever seen. Also, oh my god, I mean, it makes sense. So Amphoreus from the outside looks like an infinity symbol, but it could also, y'all, could also look like an hourglass on its side. Because infinity is like infinite time. Hourglass is I don't know. I'm spitballing here. I don't know nothing, but I am just spitballing. Like she's like,
在
hey,
翁法
wait.
罗斯的制作过程中，最让你痛苦的记忆是什么？
是记忆。
Remembrance.
为
Okay.
了拓展玩家的战斗体验呢，我们在这次的新版本中增加了一个全新的记忆命图。记忆命图的特点就是
Baby. I love them. They're so cute.
每个角色都拥有名为异灵的召唤物，通过角色与召唤物之间的协同作战呢，开拓者们能够获得更加多元的战斗体验。
Okay.
听上去是不错，它痛苦在哪儿呢？
光是
So
回
why did it
忆
suck
都很
making
痛
this?
苦。
We're
我
calling
们
the
游戏回合
memories.
制战斗玩法呢，原本是我方有4名角色与敌人战斗，
Yes.
引入了异灵这样的新概念之后呢，我方队友就会有5名，
那么代价呢？
代价有3个。
Team of 5, and then if you have a team of Remembrance characters, or like, I assume if you have like Aglaya, who has her garment makers, you could also then have Remembrance Trailblazer, and you can have other characters with summons, such as like Jing Yuan, who's currently my main DPS, obviously. That's a lot. Sunday get to work, boy. Time to pay your gosh dang dues. Get to work, chicken boy. Rolling those 11 herbs and spices.
首先是底层逻辑的重构，新增一个出场角色并不是听上去那么简单，有相当多的角色和敌人的机制因此出现了错误，程序上一堆阴间逻辑绕来绕去，耗费了很多时间进行修改。
Oh,
也
that's
就是
fair.
逻辑框架层面的修改。
对的，代价之2是记忆命图的机制更新迭代，在不增加复杂度的前提下，我们想尽量的让游戏体验更有趣。阿卡莱亚是第一个记忆命图角色，所以记忆命图的基本规则都是基于它进行迭代的。
So the base, she was the first
Yeah,
character in the
she's
Path to
the
Remembrance. God, I love her fighting style so much, y'all. It's so good. I want to look up the specific like sword stance that she uses because it's very deliberate that they have her in like that specific stance. It's like right here, this stance right here that she's in. I can't remember what sword fighting style this is, but I know it is a specific stance. I cannot remember for the life of me though, so tell me in the comments down below if you know what it is. Also, I realized my music's been on this whole time. I'm so sorry. I'm not re-recording this video though. You can hold that.
与它进行迭代的，总共迭代过4次，阿卡莱也就重新做了4次。结合之前的底层框架重构呢，每一次都是一场声势浩大的代码改动。
已经能够想象这是一场硬仗了。还有遇到过其他的困难吗？
代价之3就是性能资源上的限制了。多一个异灵也就意味着要多加载1份资源，这也给美术同学带来了一些困难。
那这又是怎么解决的呢？
请他们多吃饭呗。虽然因为这个钱包瘪了不少。
Pizza parties.
男儿膝下有黄金。
倒也没紧迫到要提现的程度。
She's so funny. I love her. She's got like this. Her expressions, They're fun. I like her
所
a
有命
lot.
运馈赠的礼物都已在暗中标好了价格，天上永远不会掉馅饼，从天而降的往往都是陷阱。突然请你吃饭的同事背后肯定有一个刁钻的不情之情。离奇消失的假期，领导画的大饼，反抗还是妥协啊？这是个问题。策划那边说，因为加了个10，导致美术设计这边多了点困难，想问问具体是怎么样的呢？
Yeah, I'm
策划
curious
说
what
加
they
了
mean.
1个10，导致美术这边多了1点
Adding
困
one
难。
memo spray.
大概是这样说的。
是这样
Something along
的，
those lines.
作为一款跨平台游戏，
Cross-platform
幸存
game.
铁道需要保证能够在手机、电脑、游戏机
Yeah.
等各不相同的终端上
Especially
流
it's
畅
starting
运
as
行。
like a mobile
这意味着
game.
每个角色能使用的资源是有限的，也就相当于带着镣铐进行创作。模型组、动作组、演出设计组各有各的限制，各组之
Yeah,
间
that
都
makes
在共
sense.
享这些性能资源。
也就是说，增加一个召唤物，相当于增加了不同组之间厮杀的激烈程度。
没错，所有组都要不断的协调磨合，这是一个相当痛苦的过程。
举例来说
Yeah.
都看过什么内容呢？
I would never, ever want to be a programmer. Hats off to game designers and programmers out there. Y'all are game devs. Hats off. I just do the funny tee hee ha ha voices in the booth. And, you know, yeah, I write and direct, but I don't have to program ish. I don't have to balance that. I don't have to think about performance issues for like computers. I just have to think about VO performances. So hats off and congratulations. So happy y'all made it work. It does sound like it was a giant pain in the butt though.
头
Heads?
虽然知道不太可能，并且再延展一下，什么头？
衣匠的头。作为一位追求美学的服装设计师，阿格莱亚的助手是一些被赋予了神性的人
What do
才
you。mean it's
但
head?
正如前面所说，衣匠的刻画不能太过复杂，但缺少细节的头部又会显得乏味。于是我们就把衣匠改为如今的模样。
Oh.
真是奇思妙想，听上去创作一个角色
That
确
makes
实需要
sense.
克服不少的困难。
最大的困难还是策划，需求一个比一个难搞。最初，阿格莱亚的设计师同时带着好几名衣匠，摆着不同的姿
Right.
势，以不同的攻击动作向敌人发动自爆式攻击。
It's like, listen here, Aglaya made us work. You know what? I think it turned out beautifully. Because my girl Aglaya, hell yeah, she's great.
剧最先爆炸的不一定是衣匠或敌人，而是玩家发热卡死的手机。
还有冲向策划发动自爆式攻击的美术组。
Look at,
人类面
okay.
对广阔的天地，往往感慨于自身的渺小。文明以水泥钢铁雕琢出的巨构，足以复现天地气魄的一角。当你沉醉在旋风虫的威武时，转头就能在云石天空中泡澡。
I'm gonna be so real. This is me huffing that copium,
当你沉
man.
醉在旋风虫的威武时，转头
I thought for the briefest of moments, I saw purple and robe, and my brain went, Dr. Ratio? I miss my wife, Tails. I just finished Penacony. I got to say goodbye to him and everything. I miss my wife!
头又能在云石天空中泡澡。
I love
谁又能
Memorial
想象
Palace. It's
这中
so
间他
pretty!
费了多少稿？风法
Wait,
罗多少
I
稿
want to see. I'm assuming that this is like the energy for like your skills that you use like on the overworld when you're out of battle to like, you know, like Aventurine, you use it to like up his defense. Bailu, it like gives like extra healing buffs, etc., etc. Or you can impair enemies before you fight them. Like that's a little energy guy. That's the name is escaping me. I'm so Honkai brain pilled right now, but I'm also tired as butts. So the name of the actual item in game is escaping me. So bear with me. Tell me in the comments. Cause my brain, it's a koala brain kind of day. And I'm gonna, yeah.
翁法罗斯的场景是以什么样的思路构建的？
翁法罗斯是一个英雄史诗的
Stage of heroic.
所
That
以
makes
我们
sense.
会围绕着史诗感、厚重感进
It
行设计。
feels just
相比
from
之
like
前
the
世界的
previews that we've gotten, it feels epic.
高科技氛围，
The music. I'm not sorry.
我们认为古典厚重感进
Focus
行
on
设
creating a
计
sense of epic
相比
scale
之
and
前
weight
世界
compared
的
to the
高科
previous
技
world's
氛
high tech
围，我们
atmosphere.
认
That
为
makes sense.
古典的自然风格更能体现这种
Which
神圣
I
的
think
概
is
念
great. I think
在
that's a
体验
great
上也会更
way
加
to
的
go
新
about
奇
it.
最终确定这个世界是偏
Classical
希腊风
Roman
格
and
的
Greek
古典
style.
罗马形式，
Greek
以希腊
Roman
神话
style
中
with Greek influences. That makes a ton of sense. Built around the concept of Mount Olympus from Greek mythology. So I'll probably say this when I finally get to play like Amphoreus live with y'all. From the screenshots I've seen, just from the promotional content, Amphoreus. So I grew up reading like Percy Jackson, right? That was my big thing. I have a Percy Jackson tattoo and everything, because I'm a nerd. Amphoreus looks exactly how I pictured Mount Olympus when I thought about it, like reading those books growing up. So this is the coolest full circle feeling. It's so neat. I love it.
中奥林匹斯山的概念。
Also, I love that I was kind of right on the
也就是
money.
说，不仅是建筑本身十分巨大，地图的跨度也十分广
That
阔。
fans are wide
对的
area.
翁法罗斯是目
It's
前
currently
最大
the
跨度的
largest
地图
map, and
在地图
that
的
makes
边缘
sense.
玩家还能看到其
Players
他
can
地
even
图
see
的
the
远
distant
景，
vistas.
其中最
That
为突出的奇观
God, it's so, or gods, it's so beautiful. Just hats off. Hoyo, hats off. You have my respect, y'all.
是背负着太阳的富士泰坦。未来这些地方也会
Wait, hold on.
其中最为突出的奇观是
Alright.
背负着太阳的
World
富
bearing
士泰
Titan
坦
carrying the sun on their
未来
back.
这些地方也会
I
一一
love
开
it.
放，大家可以期待一下，并且用箱庭式
Wait,
的
what did you say?
未来这些地方也
Future
会一
these
一
areas
开
will
放，
open up.
大家可以
Okay.
期待一下。
That makes
并
sense.
且用箱庭式的排伐经验做出大世界的体感，对于我们来说也是一种不小的挑战。
是怎样
Yeah,
的挑战呢？
maps of this scale in a mobile game. Again, hats off. Y'all really kind of pulled out all the stops. Also, the fact that Amphoreus is gonna run from, like, for 8 patches? I'm pretty sure they said in the special program, 7 or 8 patches. That's insane. That is crazy cupcakes. Like, I felt like Penacony was a long story. I'm like, oh, we're doing an epic. I see. Any mythology nerds out there? We are eating well. I'm so happy.
在兼顾跑图体验的前提下，要设计出有高低落差、层次丰富的地图会很有难度。
Yeah,
比
that
如我
makes
们的主
sense.
城奥赫马，就是由一个威尼斯
Right.
风格的集市和一
Venetian
个
style
满是喷
market.
泉水池
Yeah.
的大浴场组成。
浴场文化
The bathhouse is forking huge, y'all. Venetian style marketplace and grand bathhouse filled with fountains and pools.
一个威尼斯风格的集市和一个满是喷泉
Gosh. It's so beautiful. I love that they took the idea of like a Roman bathhouse. That's really fun.
水池的大浴场组成。
Also, the
浴
dragons
场
and
文
or
化
like
的
the
确很有罗马
dinos.
特色，
They're
想
so
来是下
cute.
了功夫的。
是的。为了做翁法罗斯的地图，项目组的同学研读了各种罗马相关的书
That
籍。
yeah, like I
甚
said,
至我
Roman
们还曾计
bathhouses.
划过去罗马进行实
We even
地。
planned a trip to
计划
Rome.
过
That's so
最后没有实
cool.
吗？
公司并没有。
Boo! Boo! I've been to Rome. It was great. I stayed like right near the Colosseum. It was fucking awesome. I want to go back. I want to take the husband Borg to Italy. I want to go to Greece really bad. And I feel like I'm legally obligated to now.
所以就退而求其次嘛。我国的东北澡堂又何尝不是一种浴场文化呢？
所以你们是去了东北实地考察？
也没有皮，都没去过。
1000种设计有1000种
Oh,
配
like,
色
nah, we couldn't
，1000
go.
人的眼中有1000个
Sucks.
哈姆雷特。即便是对于同一事物，从一侧看见的真相也会不同于另外一侧。如何准确地向玩家传达信息，这是考验美术设计的时刻。在角色设计上，整体
That's
传达
fun.
的是什么样的印象呢？
翁法罗斯整体的美术风格都是往希腊
Greek and
罗马
Roman
文明
aesthetics,
靠近
yeah.
的。
It's been known.
在概念上锚定了石膏像。
The enemy styles, y'all.
金色血液。
This. The liquid gold in its sword. Are you kidding me? Are you forking kidding me? Conceptually inspired by elements like plaster statues, golden blood, and laurel crowns. Y'all.
桂冠这样的元素。
I'm speechless. Because I hope y'all know, when we're recording, I just see the scenes I'm involved in. There's so much ish that I do not know. I don't see what the enemy types are gonna be. I don't see the world maps or anything. So I'm experiencing this along with y'all. Also, I want to note, this might be said further on. But I want to note, this reminds me, I know it's based on like the golden blood and stuff like that, and that would make sense if it's like hardening and like coagulating, but this reminds me of the fragmentum, especially the fragmentum that you see in the underworld on Belobog. So also shout out to Belobog. I freaking love Belobog so much. So good. I miss my wife Sylla. Bring her back. Please. Papa Hoyo, I'm begging. I'm outside. Knock, knock. Hello. Rerun my wife Sylla, please. Please, I'm begging. I'm begging. Thank you. Mwah. But yeah, no, this is fucking awesome.
这方面也基本采用相关的印象颜色。 以突出他们神圣庄严的感觉。
Yeah.
所以这些敌人都是用蓝黑配色。
These enemies are designed with a blue-black palette.
来表现庄严感。
因为对应的是石。
Actually, because they're inspired by plaster statues, gold blood. Okay.
金色血液和桂冠。
我更倾向于说， the color palette is more white, gold, than blue-black. Gotcha.
这不是蓝黑配色吗
？Isn't this blue-black?
这确实是一个白金配色的敌人，不过被误认为。
That's awesome. I love that she's like. Are you fucking sure about that?
自适应环境光源，但也有可能因此产生颜色的误判。举例来说，之前网络上有一张。
Y'all, I cannot believe in the year 2025 they are referencing the blue-black dress photo. I want to say I was in high school. That's over a decade ago. Ew. Oh my god, but also I cannot believe they are referencing that. That's crazy. Actually white gold.
所以你只是把蓝黑配色误判为白金配色了。
不，它就是白金的。
You're so 听过这样一个传说。
What a butt. I love that so much.
在世界的某处摆放着一尊真理之口，商人在他面前宣称童叟无欺，情人在他面前宣誓天长地久。他能识破所有谎言，无论对方身份高低与否。今天我们就来仔细的验明他的真伪，收头收走。
I love that. I'm assuming that's the mouth of truth.
所以这个就是真理之口。
That's so cool.
准确的说，应该是真言实口。我们基于现实文化原型中的一些传说和风俗，然后锚定一个玩法，基于这个主题方向做造型设计。 比如说，真理之口的传说，你把手放在他的嘴里，如果说谎的话就没办法拔出来。结合玄方程数字图腾呢，我们做了这个真言实口。
Oh, that makes so much sense because, like, in again at the time of recording this, Amphoreus isn't out. I can't wait for it to be out. I'm gonna lose my fucking mind. Hi. If you didn't know I was a dweebus before, today you learn. In Mighty's splash art, you see like the big, I don't know if it's a splash art or like his, no, it's in the initial trailer, Golden something. It's the initial trailer that Aglaia narrates, and you see when she talks about Midamos, you see the big lion behind him. So that's really cool.
说谎的话就没办法拔出来。结合旋风城
Combine
狮
the
子图
concept
腾
with
呢，
the
我
lion
们做了
totem
这
to
个
cast
真
from
言
crime
狮
now,
口，
so we
可以当做
can
测谎仪来使用。
这种事情在现实中不可能吧？
真实的模型呢也有同样的效果，你可以多说几。做了这个真言狮口，可以当做测谎仪来使用。
这种事情在现实中不可能吧？
That's funny.
真实的模型呢也有同样的效果，你可以多说几句测试一下功能。
1加1等于3，2加2等于5，所有大于5的基数都能写成3个质数之和。
这个问题设置的
I don't
难度曲
math,
线
so
呢，
sure.
你有做策划的天赋，你会被玩家喷爆。
Wait,
问
what
题
the fuck did you
设置的
say?
难度曲线
Running the difficulty curve of your
呢
statement.
你有做策划的
Got
天
a
赋，
knack for a game design.
你会被玩家喷爆。
刚才
呢，你有做策划的天赋
What was the other thing you said?
你会被玩家
Got a
喷
lot
爆。
of. You've got a lot of rage from players for that. Love out, dude.
刚才美术老师说要对策划发动自爆式攻击。
真说了吗？
我现在这句话是谎话。
That's
坏了吗？
so funny.
你提了个悖论，他现在出
You have a
bug 了，
paradox.
他不是很想承认。顺带一提，我们游戏里也有
In
手
this
机 bug
feature,
的
you
玩
can
法。
collect bugs.
是来不及测试 bug，所以让玩家帮忙找的。
What do you mean collect bugs? This isn't gonna be scarabs all over again, is it? I don't even go to Genshin and I'm aware of the scarab hunts. I'm sure it's not, but I always razz it because I remember my husband Sayu on his hunts for the scarabs too. I think they're to level up Sino in Genshin. And he's like, I need to find more scarabs.
我们游戏里也有手机 bug 的玩法。
是来不及测试 bug，所以让玩家帮忙找的意思吗？
不，只是单纯的双关梗。bug 就是虫子的意思。收集齐了以后呢，你就可以在地图里头看到收集到的所有虫子作为展览了。
这个算动物表演的一种吗？
我觉得不算。收集到的所有虫子作为展览了。
这个算动物
Animal
表
based
演的一种吗？
performance.
我觉得不算。
动物说了算。闭上眼睛，想象世界聚焦于你，聚光灯散发出璀璨的光晕。
Close your
观
eyes.
众期待一场华丽的斗技。斗士的防御是世间最坚固的盾牌，攻击则是最强力的高能脉冲发射器。敌人咆哮着冲向斗士，迟滞的动作宛如慢放，不值一提。
What is happening?
战斗已成定局，这声音并非人头落地，而是我空气投篮的回应。这就是声音的魔力。音频在游戏中
I wanted them to hold on her just a little longer, just to make it like just an uncomfortable amount of time.
是什么样的功能呢？
音频是引起情绪共鸣的主要表现之一，它可以让玩家更沉浸在游戏的世界观中，引
That's
导
how you
玩
made
家体
me
验。
cry about Firefly 4 times. Every time. Every time. I don't care. Firefly is my fucking baby. I love her. I love her. They made me cry for Firefly 4 fucking times during Penacony. And it's because the music would start to swell in the background when she was about to do a self-sacrificial BS, and I got fucked up every time. I was ugly crying last night at the end of Penacony. Ugly crying for my baby girl one more time. I'm like, I don't hate this game. I love this game, but I hate this game. It keeps fucking with my emotions.
游戏的情绪，同时去强化游戏中这个世界观的真实性。
为了保证音效的真实性，你们会跑到外星去取材吗？
我们姑且将这个问题理解为如何制作出现实当中不存在的音效。首先是基于这个需求本身进行延伸和扩充，将它抽象为不同的概念，提取出对应声音的风格，然后再进行音效的制作。举例来说，我们的主角会在 3.0 觉醒记忆命途，但众所周知，主角失去了以前的所有记忆，这是一个非常复杂而抽象的概念。我们选用了粗暴的按下钢琴的声音，然后将
That's so cool. Wait.
复杂而抽象的概念。我们选用
To convey this, we use the sound of violently pressing piano keys.
用了粗暴的按下钢琴的声音，然后将机弦的夜韵拨
but stripped away the resonance of the strings. Sound designers, man. Sound, just hats off. Again. Sound designers baffle, just all my love and respect to people that work on these games. All my love and respect. Or just work on games and like production in general, just bless y'all.
播出仅保留琴键敲击的声音，用凌乱的钢琴声来象征人们的回忆，但原本的乐音不复存在，又暗含着某种失落感。在之后呢，我们也会为声音构建一。
The fact that they think about these things. I know I'm pausing a lot, and this video is already gonna be twice the length of this video, like of the original video, but we know how this goes. I'm a yapper. I'm a professional yapper, y'all. But the fact that that's how they think about it, it's like by doing this, it creates this feeling, and then by doing XYZ, it creates this feeling. That incredible. Just blows my freaking mind.
一套自成体系的世界观，甚至我们根据不同泰坦的设定，专门编写了一套泰坦语。
Right.
这么细节的设计，会有人注意得到吗？
You could kind of hear it. The reason I say right is if you listen to... Also, I just remembered the Aglaia trailer I was trying to think of. It's called the Golden Epic trailer. You know. 10 years later, I will remember. But in one of the recent Amphoreus trailers, at the very end, when they're talking about, I think it's Aquila, the Titan of the Sky, you can very faintly hear the Titan's voice. I might try to pull it up during this video because you can very faintly hear it at the end.
不一定，大部分玩家对音频的认知不是那么深，只有在关掉音频之后，玩家才能意识到有一部分的体验被抽离了。这是因为音频本身的表达就比较内敛，也是我们面临的挑战之一。不过，优秀的音频是可以跨越这些认知的，让完全不了解的玩家也有这个听起来很爽，就好像在电影院一样的感觉。这是我们一直努力追求的效果。
Kind of why I love playing this game, either with like my studio headphones on, or playing it on like my PS5 in our living room, because we have a really great sound system. And I want to say again, hats off to the development team. Our TV is freaking huge. It's like 83 inches. It's a big boy. And Honkai looks incredible on it. It looks so good. So just amazeballs.
也就是说，能让玩家意识到存在感的音频就是好音频。
也不一定，这个的存在感也很强。
开始了吗？哦，开始了。当你看到这个视频的时候，应该至少已经是1年以后了。现在时间是2023年，皮多康尼刚刚完工，翁法罗斯即将启动。节目组准备了一个叫“时间胶囊”的计划，把现在的采访封存下来，留到未来的打开，看看这场跨越时空的交流会迸溅出怎样的火花。关于下一个世界，翁法罗斯现在进度怎么样？
目前是刚刚起步的阶段。
Yeah, they would be in the early stages there.
有什么比较核心的玩法吗？
目前我们讨论下来，翁法罗斯最核心的玩法概念是回溯时间。开拓。
Okay. What?
目前我们讨论下来，翁法罗斯
After some discussions, the core concept for Amphoreus will revolve around rewinding time. What do you mean by that? I know they've shown us puzzle rewind stuff. I know that they've showed us puzzles. But what you mean? What do you mean?
最核心的玩法概念是回溯时间。开拓者可以借助泰坦
the power of the Titan
的力量，将一个物体恢复到它之前的状态。
Okay, alright, so it's a mechanic. I'm assuming it's a mechanic, but my theory ass brain is reading way too deep into it, and I'm not gonna go into it now because I'm gonna let this simmer in my little goblin brain. I'm gonna let it simmer, and then one day I'll explode with all these theories. Because listen here, y'all, I would go off about it now, but this would be a 2-hour-long video if I allowed myself to just start blawing my theories. And that's what streams are for. So, you know, tune in on twitch.tv/Sylla Aria to hear me yap even more!
破落黑暗的末日年代，甚至复仇者还能穿越时空，从破落黑暗的末日年代短暂的回到过去辉煌明亮的。
Gotcha.
迫不及待想要玩到这样的内容了呢。
的确，我们也觉得很兴奋，有很多难题等待着我们去攻克。关卡策划前几天还说要请我吃一顿大餐。
那么在1年后，翁法罗斯的制作已经接近尾声了，你有什么想对1年后的自己说的吗？
说实话，还是有点迷茫的，也有点害羞。那不如问一问1年后的自己，完成了翁法罗斯之后有什么感想
Ask my future self how I feel about finishing Amphoreus. Cute.
那么完成了翁法罗斯之后有什么感想吗？
不要去吃策划请的那顿饭。
Don't go eat the meat.
任何要求。
到翁法罗斯之后有什么感想吗？
不要去吃策划。
Don't go eat the meal the designers promised.
不要答应。
Never under any circumstances agree to anything the designers ask. Oh no.
策划的任何要求。
What
听上去怨气很大，这中间发生了什么困难吗？
是这样的。在时间回溯玩法中，玩家
The time rewind gameplay players will use the device. This looks so freaking cool. I say it like every 5 minutes, but oh my god.
它通过装置回溯时间，穿梭在2个风格迥异不同的时代。过去的黄金是辉煌
Era Chrysaea,
而现在的纷争
one of
是变
grandeur
得
in the past ravaged by conflict, has fallen into decay. It's beautiful. God, it is. I'm getting verklempt. I'm getting emotional. I cannot wait to walk around this world. I guess this is a time capsule in itself, but I cannot wait to walk around Amphoreus. I will probably cry.
破败衰落，因此一个地图需要
Each
做
map
出
we
2
had to
种
create 2 entirely different versions. Holy shit. As a game designer, as someone who knows game devs, I'm so sorry. But oh my god, it's beautiful and you did an amazing job. Thank you guys for working so hard for us. Know that I appreciate you. Holy crap. Castrum Kremnos looks amazing. Okay, so I pointed this out on Twitter, and I want to say it here. So, this is a design detail that I noticed when they made a post about Castrum Kremnos, which I'll be doing a reaction video on each of the, like, here's what you need to know about Amphoreus before getting there. I'll be, like, reading the articles with y'all and showing you them, don't worry. But something I pointed this out on Twitter. The sword hanging over Castrum Kremnos reminds me, especially because it's floating blade down and it's not the other way around where it's like a victorious, like holding the sword into the sky, but because it's the other way around, it got me thinking, and I was like, what does this remind me of? And I shit you not, I was making a cup of coffee and I went, oh my god. It reminded me of the story of the Sword of Damocles. So for those of you who aren't familiar with the story, I will give you the Cliff Notes version, but I highly recommend you look it up and you read the story for yourself. So it is an old Greek tale where this man named Damocles, he goes to Dionysus and he tells him, like, wow, you're so lucky to sit on your throne and to reign over all of this as king. Like, You're so fortunate. So Dionysus offers him that, I think it was like for one day, or for a length of time, I believe it was a day, you can sit upon the throne and you can bask in that wealth and like that, like what it feels like to sit up here among like all of the like the carpets and like all the beautiful like women serving you, etc., etc. But Dionysus had a sword hung directly above the throne by a single horsetail hair. And the reason for that was to show Damocles what it was truly like to be a ruler, what it felt like, is that constant fear of threat. Because Dionysus had made a lot of enemies as king. He had made a lot of enemies, and he was always having to look over his shoulder and be aware of his surroundings, be aware of who he spoke to, because there could be a jealous advisor, an angry citizen, someone who might want to kill him, and that threat would always be looming. So that is why Dionysus had the sword strung above the throne by a single horsetail hair, to let Damocles feel that tension and fear that Dionysus always had to deal with. And eventually, Damocles said, I can't do this anymore. I don't want this responsibility anymore. I understand. So that got me thinking, I think there's a reason that we have this specific imagery here. And it just got me thinking. There are so many little details within all the trailers that gets me so excited as like a Greek mythology nerd. Like, you have Aglaia holding up the golden apple, and I'm like, hello? You have her with the golden apple. There's so many different like details within like the environments that they've shown us. Each character has like has specific details within their clothing, and I'm so excited to look at this world with you all and get to walk around Amphoreus and get to pick out all the little details and find all the references that they've made, everything that they've pulled from. I hope you know, those streams, I don't know if by the time this video drops, if I'll be already streaming Amphoreus, but there's going to be a lot of lore hunting and a lot of delving into like Greek and Roman myths to like flesh stuff out and like to pull on it to create theories and such. So I hope you're into that kind of ish, because that is fully what my streams are going to be. We're not just going to be playing the game. We're going to be deep diving, because that's how I do. Okay, for each map, we had to create an entirely different version of the same environment. I just want to replay that, just for the sake of the visuals. That is incredible. Sorry, I'm gulping water because I'm yapping so much.
时间的流逝，而不是单纯做一个场景昼夜形态这么简单。
也就是说，一个地图的设计成本会增加到原来的2倍。
Yeah.
因为时空回溯同时兼顾了叙事和解谜，丰富了谜题的复杂度和趣味性。但相对的，场景的结构本身也要。
I loved how many puzzles we got in Penacony. Especially because Penacony was the Yap Fest world. Let's be real. I loved it. It was a Yap Fest. Absolutely yapperonis. Loved it though. So I really loved how many puzzles there were, because it kind of broke up the Yap Festeroni for me.
要跟玩法深度贴合，美术常会有，但相对的，场景的结构本身也要跟玩法深度贴合。美术常会有一些天马行空的设计和想法，但很多想法都为了玩法做出了妥协。不过最终我们还是克服了各种困难，完成了这些搭建。
You gotta sometimes start at 11 to bring it back to like a 9. like, that's my philosophy in acting, is it's easier to bring someone back than to, it's easier to pull someone back than to push them into a place. So them saying, like, even in game design, like, having, like, an 11 idea, like a crazy idea, and then having to tone it down, that's easier to do than to, like, build it out. So, again, hats off, y'all. Watchmaker hats off, y'all. Watchmaker hats off to y'all is what I was trying to say, but I forked it up.
随着时间的推进，玩家的剧情体验将会是一个循序渐进的过程。
That's cool.
虽然现在的我们看不到，但想必1年后的你一定交出了一份精彩的回答。
但愿吧，既然都已经做时光胶囊了，你有什么想要对未来的自己说的吗？
我想想。说起来，我最近经常有一些致富的好点子。
Yeah, I wanted to sell the Chrysosaur's blood. Girl, you wild.
那就问问未来1年里的我暴富了吗？有没有升职加薪？是不是已经不用上班了？
That's a mood. She's genuinely so funny.
在这次采访中，我们打卡了阿基维利也未曾到过的领域，见证了这些创作者们如何不舍昼夜地为这个世界添砖加瓦。这中间曾有过磨合，曾有过取舍，也曾有为自己天才创意而兴奋的雀跃。他们把这些匠心浓缩成为一份名为《翁法罗斯》的礼物，献给所有玩家。在采访的最后，我们问了这些创作者想对玩家说的话，这是他们的答案。
所以致富的思路到底是什么啊？
我还是坚持配色是白。
This is the color scheme. Is like I love it so much.
感兴趣的玩家
Players will try to decipher the Titan language. Oh, Honkai creators. If you think I'm not gonna be getting in there with a fine-tooth comb and trying to fucking figure out what the fork they're saying, you got another thing coming. I'm wild. I'm gonna be getting weird with it. We're gonna be deep diving this ish, and I cannot wait. I'm so excited.
家们可以尝试破译我们的泰坦语呀。
昼夜不停地做昼夜的长久，以至于没有了。
Whole sense of day and night.
最后祝
Yeah.
您早上、中午、晚上好。
Morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Oh. I'm so happy, y'all. I'm so excited for Amphoreus. Oh, so thank you so much for watching, my sprites. Thank you for coming on this journey with me. I'm so excited for our next stop in Amphoreus. I will see you all very soon. If you liked the video, like it, and let me know down in the comments below if you think I missed any certain details, if there are certain things you're excited about, and or who are you going to be pulling for in 3.0 onwards, if you have anyone that you're excited about. So thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye!